everyone, you are here with Preeti, and today I'm going to share with you my chocolate cake recipe. Usually cakes are loaded with a lot of sugar, butter, and they are made with all-purpose flour. So in this recipe I'm going to replace sugar, butter, and instead of all-purpose flour I'm going to use whole wheat flour with a small portion of all-purpose flour. However, I'm making this for a special occasion. It's a birthday cake, so I will use whipping cream for decoration, which is completely optional. If you want to make it healthy, you can avoid whipping cream, or either you can use a healthy whipping cream option like aquafaba, which is a vegan whipping cream. So let's take a look of the ingredients and then we will start making a cake. If you like this recipe, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel. If you don't like it, comments in the comment box and I will try to improve that. To make chocolate cake, we need the following ingredients: 1 cup whole wheat flour, half cup all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup dry whole milk powder, 1/4 cup grounded flaxseed, 1/4 cup cocoa powder, 1.5 tablespoon baking powder, half tablespoon baking soda. And wet ingredients, I'm using avocado oil instead of butter, as avocado oil is a good fat, and another benefit is it has a high heating temperature and we are going to bake it at 350°F. I'm using organic honey instead of sugar, vanilla extract. You can use any extract of your choice or any flavor, whatever you want. And I'm also using chocolate chips, evaporated milk. Evaporated milk is optional. If you don't have evaporated milk, you can use just a regular milk, whole milk. So first we will prepare the wet ingredients. I have boiled a half cup of water. In boiling water, I'm going to add flax seeds. Flax seeds I'm using as a substitute of eggs. If you eat eggs, you can use eggs instead. Although flaxseed has some health benefits as well, so it's good to use flax seeds. And keep that aside. So I have used 1 cup avocado oil. Now I'm going to add honey. So here I have 1 cup honey and mix it well. If you don't want to use honey, instead of honey you can use sugar here, and instead of avocado oil you can use butter. I'm using electric hand blender. If you don't have electric hand blender, you can just stir it with this. That will also work fine. Now I'm going to add the flaxseed mix. You can see it is thicker now and it has a sticky binding property, and that's why we are using it as an egg substitute, because it provides a binding, nice binding to your cake. Vanilla extract, 1 spoon, 2, and 3. So I've used 3 spoons of vanilla extract and mix it. So now you can see the consistency, it's quite thick and sticky as well. Now it's time to add dry ingredients. So I'm using a strainer because I don't want any lumps in the cake. So I'm not adding baking soda and baking powder at this point. Once it is mixed, first we will mix these ingredients and later on we will add baking soda and baking powder. And now the dry ingredients are well mixed. You can see the consistency, it is quite thick. At this point I'm going to add baking powder and baking soda. So I'm adding baking powder and baking soda, and again I will mix it. I forgot to mention earlier that I have used wheat flour. It is not necessary to use wheat flour. You can make this just with the all-purpose flour. Actually, that tastes actually better when you just make it with all-purpose flour. However, all-purpose flour has very high glycemic index and it has so much gluten, and that is the reason I have used wheat flour. So the mixture is ready to go in a oven. So first turn on the oven, preheat your oven at 350 Fahrenheit. And here I have a baking tray that I have covered with a aluminium foil. Aluminium foil actually helps to take out the cake from the dish, and that's why I have covered it, though it is not necessary to do this. And I'm going to bake this for 30 minutes. The time will vary according to the capacity or the power of oven. So just make sure you can just check it in between by inserting a toothpick. If the toothpick or a knife, if it comes out clear, it means your cake is done. So meanwhile, I'm going to prepare a syrup for a cake. So I'm just taking a small amount of milk. So I have boiled a half cup of milk in a microwave. You can just boil it on gas stove, whatever way you want to boil it, it doesn't matter. And now I'm adding 1/3 cup of chocolate chips. These are sugar-free chocolate chips. You can use regular chocolate chips as well. And I don't want this syrup to be very thick because this is not our dressing. I'm just preparing a syrup to make the bread little wet and soft. So the cake is baked. You can just insert a toothpick. If toothpick comes out clear, it means it is completely baked. And now I'm going to take out the cake in a tray. So that's why I like aluminium foil. See how easily it comes out. And now I'm going to pour So now I'm going to keep this cake in a refrigerator overnight, and we will decorate this tomorrow because the syrup that I have just poured, it's still wet. So, and it is chocolate, so when you keep it in the refrigerator, it will settle down by tomorrow, and then it will be much easier to decorate the cake. I don't want the bread to be dry, so that's why I'm going to seal this whole tray. with a cling wrap. I kept this cake at 4 degrees overnight. To prepare the chocolate icing, we need the following ingredients. I'm using unsweetened chocolate, 100% cocoa, Hershey's special dark chocolate chips, and evaporated milk. So to prepare the icing, I have taken 1 cup of evaporated milk here. The cup I used for measurement is 250 ml cup, so I have taken 250 ml of milk. And the chocolate I'm using, this is 4 ounce, 113 gram. So the milk is boiled. I have boiled this milk in a microwave. You can boil it on stove, whatever way you want to do it. And now I'm going to add chocolate bar. The chocolate should be submerged in a milk. So the chocolate chips are actually sweet. It's dark chocolate, not too sweet, and that also I'm adding in this because both chocolates has its own taste. So I like the taste of the chocolate chips, so I'm adding some chocolate chips as well. Let the chocolate dissolve and keep that aside. It will take few minutes, approximately 5 to 10 minutes, and then it will be, most probably in 5 minutes it will be done. So it's about 5 minutes, and you can see the chocolate is really thick now and it is lukewarm. It's ready to pour. I'm not too worried about the edges because that I'm going to decorate with a white icing. So the icing part is done. Chocolate is solidified a bit. It's not extremely solidified, but it is set, almost set. So now I'm going to start decorating the cake with vanilla icing. Here I'm using whipped cream. I just bought this whipped cream. You can actually make it if you want, or otherwise you can also buy it. Here I have my icing ready. So now I'm done with decoration. So the cake is ready. To make these chocolate leaves, there is a separate video I will upload soon, because it itself is a long process how to make these leaves and how to melt chocolate. So I will upload that